Right, everybody, welcome PT Launch Lab episode 20. Max Clark. Go on, Nate. Tell us what your new boxing gym.
New boxing gym, Clark's Boxing Academy. I've opened it. I opened it about 3 weeks ago now, and we're just getting all the stuff in and that. So yeah.
Quality, bro. Well, what we'll do is we'll start right from beginning, mate. Like I've just been saying to you beforehand.
Yeah.
So, has boxing always been the sport that you've chose, or did you have other sports in school? How old were you when you started?
I started when I was like 3 year old. Started football really
I thought you
young.
meant boxing then.
No, 3 year old started football as a kid, and then as I got older, I was really good when I was younger. Really good football, and then as I got older, started moving into boxing about age 11. I've been doing about 8 years now. 8 years, yeah. It started age 10, age 11. And then when I started training, boxing just took over massively. Yeah, loved it ever since. I quit football when I was about 13, 14. And
Exactly the same as me. That.
Yeah, 13, 14.
No, sorry. I played football until I was about 18. I think I was playing under 21s at Pontycalls.
Well, when you get to that age, 13, 14, everyone just starts, like, the levels improve massively.
Yeah.
So when I was, like, a little kid, I was, like, one of the best. And then as I got older, everyone started taking over, and I feel, like, just naturally better at boxing, yeah.
Did you, so what age did you start actually boxing?
I started boxing at 2019, August 29th.
And you started football first?
I started football first, and for the first 2 years, I got into boxing because on my mum's side of the family there were a bit of boxing, and my mum never let me go boxing. She wouldn't. So behind my mum's back for 2 years until she found out, we used to tell her we're going football training. We used to go boxing.
No way.
Me and my old man. But yeah.
So mate, this is well, it's not off topic, but it's sort of offside of your story. But how old do you think you should be when you start boxing? This is coming from 2 points of view here, right? So I think there's going to be different variables for it, but for you as a boxing coach as well, how old did you start training people?
The youngest person I've got's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the youngest person
Mate,
I've got.
I've had younger than that, right?
Yeah.
And I've had it for different reasons. Some great coordination, discipline, love all that. It's all great. Some kids really take to it. Others, shiny object syndrome. So as soon as they get distracted, the minute you don't give them a second of attention, they're running punching bag, and it's a nightmare.
Hard. Very hard.
I mean, when I first started and I needed clients, like I'd take everyone with me. I'd could have brought a 2-year-old in, I'd have changed. You know what I mean? I'd just whatever tries to pay the bills. For whatever bills I had back then. For me now, I prefer them to be a bit older.
So they've got more of an attention span, so they're not just running. Yeah. Well,
and I think you do get the odd, the special one for sure, don't you? Like I used to train someone, they were 4 or 5 years old, and they could really put it together.
Yeah.
And I've got so much time for that as well. And I know you should put equal time into everyone, but there's also a point. I think sometimes, I'm gonna say it mainly the mothers. Like I don't want to offend anyone, but I feel like sometimes they do it because it's like they feel like the boy should do boxing.
I was just about to say to you then, at that age, 5 and 6, it's not that you don't get any 5, 6-year-olds that say I want a box. You know, it's the parents pushing them. I think having kids sparring and going all out. I've got a little lad that trains away in it actually. Colin. He goes to Ireland.
How many fights has he had now?
He's had about 8 fights.
Yeah.
And he's
the barbarian.
The barbarian. He's 9-year-old. Shout out, Colin. But when you get to that age, 9, 8 years old, getting your head smashed in every week, sparring all over Ido, once a week sparring.
Well, what age are you actually officially be able to? Is it 11 to be able to be?
10, you've got to be an amateur boxer.
Yeah.
But in Ireland,
is that only for skills bouts?
No. At 10 you can compete. At 10 you can compete, but in Ireland it's different. So that's why Cohen has gone all the way to Ireland and travelled over there and stuff. Unlicensed, it's different.
You see, his first fight, Cohen, he fought a lad who had 14 bouts, 14.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Stoppages or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like you shouldn't really be fully. I feel like 7 to 8 years old, you can start training, start doing a bit, because at 8 years old you start to listen.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have him sparring no more than once a week after.
I feel like
10.
sometimes when I feel like I'm in there as well, and again, not everyone's the same, but do you ever feel like just babysitting?
Yeah. Because
and like the sessions, it's not about boxing. Like they could be doing.
Yeah.
Like I can remember when I used to do sessions, I used to change them then and put a lot of very game orientated coordination stuff in, and I quickly realised that The boxing wasn't the interesting bit. It
Yeah.
whatever were the most fun, which I completely understand. But it's hard for parents to understand that, and I also get dads as well who come in and I don't know. The kid might be struggling at school. There might be a quote unquote a naughty kid, which we all can be because
Yeah.
they shouldn't be trapped in
I have a
school.
feel
Like
for them,
I don't believe that kid should be trapped in school like
Yeah.
that. But do you know, when they come in and they're like, he's got a right whack on him. I'm like, that's what like literally I've heard that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a bad way to look at it. Like if you think he's already aggressive, or I feel like I don't want to train people and then go at school and become a bully. Like I prefer to be other end of that.
I feel like as a PT as well, if you're training someone, the parents just think you should look after them no matter
Yeah.
what. If they're running around the ring and they're screaming or they're
Yeah.
going on something they shouldn't be, that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
I say it to my dad all the time. I'm here to train them. I'm not here to babysit them.
Yeah.
It's with a few kids, you know what I mean? But you've got to... It is hard,
Yeah.
like, it is
And
hard,
and I know obviously we're going to go more into it, but I know you run a kids class at the minute, don't you? So
Yeah.
what ages does that vary then?
That is age 8 to 12,
Yeah.
and then I've got a youth class which is the teenagers, but I won't have anyone under the age of 8 because the attention span's
Yeah.
not. I couldn't train a 5-year-old. Like
Yeah.
I could never do a one-to-one for an hour for a 5-year-old.
I used to have do what 2 or 3 like members of like sort of staff or 3
Yeah.
coaches, however
Yeah.
you want to word it. Because I had Holmesy and that then, and we had
Yeah.
Jay and stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Because we had that, we could have ages right from 5 all
Yeah.
the way to up to 14, and we
Yeah.
used to split them into
Yeah.
little groups, and that
Yeah.
were good. But like now, if I get them, I sort of have to turn them away because they're just too young. That'll come back on. Just because they're too young, and but even for myself now, like all lads joke all other PTs because I'll always pass some sessions on. Like, who is it? And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a 5-year-old
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
And they only train like right young people now because I just
Yeah.
can't. I can't do
It
it anymore.
is a lot I still train
Yeah.
in me, but I feel like as I get older, once the gym starts to develop, and if I have people working for me and stuff, I
Yeah.
do what you do. It is very hard training
when
little kids.
Like we said, when you get the ones that are into it, like when
The
it
class.
didn't matter what age I was,
Yeah.
whatever sport I were in,
Yeah.
I'd give 100%
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And it's same, I think, same with even the lads now who were like 12, 13, like some of them again, they feel like, I think it's the parents feel like they should do it or they want to do it, that like just want to tell people at the box, but it was completely different to when I was boxing. Again, I'm not saying every kid will, but like some of them, like they're just missing that little bit of drive, and you can see which ones are going to go
You
far.
know what
and
that
it's-
is, don't you? Because of that, because
Yeah.
of Xbox and that. I have
Yeah.
so many kids that come in and they're like honestly,
Yeah.
I say to all my clients at the end of the session, have you enjoyed the session? Like 85, 90% of them.
Yeah.
But then you've got them kids that like teenage, like 10, 11,
Yeah, yeah.
12. Like as soon as I finish training them, they're straight on that.
Yeah.
It's
And
really
that's why
bad.
that's why the job we're in will never die though. Good, fortunately for us. And what I feel like will happen is it'll go round a loop.
Yeah.
I think so. Where everyone's trying to be an online PT now, you can't hold pads behind a computer, can you?
No.
And there's always going to be a line of
I
people
know.
who want to train like that. So
I think that's another thing as well.
sorry, mate.
It's all right with little kids and stuff because it's hard to train them, and like you said, using different methods, like not just boxing. All they expect little kids is just pads and to hit the pads and
Yeah.
stuff. And at that age, I understand like it's hard to learn them technique and talk them through things, but I feel like a lot of clients, not even just like little kids, teenagers and adults, just expect pads all the time. It's not just pad work. Do you know what I mean? I might be good on the pads, but
Yeah.
so much more, isn't there?
And do you feel like, do you know, like the videos obviously you post
Yeah.
that like people see that, like
Yeah,
like see
class,
watch
the
ones
good
with Caden
videos,
and
yeah.
like anyone who's gonna watch that's gonna be like, I want to do that.
Yeah, good,
Do you know what I
innit?
mean?
Yeah.
It's very like
Yeah.
audience gripping, isn't it? So I feel, do you think people are gonna come in and that's all they're gonna be doing, don't they?
Yeah, because
I mean, that's not your
it.
fault for wanting that. and
Oh,
it's
100%,
same with
because I'm posting it, but just because I'm really good on the pads, like, there's so much
Yeah.
more. Ben Davison, you know, Anthony Joshua's
Yeah,
old
yeah.
trainer, he said it the other day, he were like on an interview, watching an interview, and he were like, pads are good for getting your time and feeling good and stuff, but when you're on the bag and you're shadowboxing, you've got to use that, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where pads, I'm telling you what to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like, because I post a lot of pad work, when people come in and I
Yeah.
chuck them on the bag and tell them what to do, they're like...
Yeah, I always say to everybody when they shadowbox, because you'll have heard it 100 times
Yeah.
as well, I don't like shadowboxing.
Yeah,
I don't.
Some people
Listen,
feel awkward doing
listen,
it as well.
mate. Like if you can't shadowbox, you can't fight. That's
know.
all I always say.
Conor Ben shadowboxing, unbelievable,
Yeah.
mate.
I
I
used
watch it
to watch
all the
it.
time. He imagines his rotation. I say to people, shadowboxing is so important to like someone's in front of you. Like when you're fighting someone, they're not gonna go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Not a one. Yeah, just stuff like that. Yeah.
So, going from that then, mate, I know we went off that. I just think they're all perfect topics for especially what this podcast's for. I think it's perfect. So I knew we'd have that much to talk about, mate. I know we could do a 4-hour podcast and there'd be loads to talk about. Yeah. So we'll go back to some a bit about your career though. So and then we'll move into the gym side of it, which is hopefully, like I spoke to you earlier, inspiring for younger generation of people who want to come through, be PTs or be coaches. Yeah, so where are you at your stage of your career with your boxing?
So 19 fights in, I've won 12, lost 7. I've had a few bad decisions on the way, but that's amateur boxing. Do you know what I mean? Some I've definitely lost. I've boxed some really good kids. Fight in a week today. So I don't know when this podcast goes out, but
it'll be out this week, mate. So
fighting a week today on 5th of December, my 20th fight. Unlicensed, so I've had 15 amateur fights and I've had 4 unlicensed. And then next year, after this last unlicensed fight, I'll be going back into the amateurs for a few years, and then hopefully.
How many years you want to go back into amateurs?
I want to. Ideally, you can't really put a time frame on it, but I really want to be turning pro end of 2027, so I've got another 2 years yet.
How many fights do you reckon you're going to...
I want at least 40, 45, 100%. I'm 19 in now, which is alright. You're averaging like... My first fight when you boxed Aidan Sheriff.
Yeah.
So I'm at the minute...
Shout out to Aidan.
yeah. My opponent, I'm fighting, beat him the other day, actually.
Did it?
Yeah. So I'm averaging. I've been having about 6 fights a year. So next year, obviously I've had a few holidays this year. I've had the gym. I've had a lot of stuff going on. Next year, mate, I want to be absolutely.
How many fights did you have beginning of this year though? Because we were like racing as a joke, weren't we?
Yeah, we were racing. Yeah, I've had 3 fights this year. Won 3. Yeah. This will be my 4th one, this is like my least busiest year.
My 5th next year, mate.
How many fights you won?
This will be this may be 22nd.
Right,
you'll fly me by me though, yeah. So I've
when you turn pro, when you're fighting, what, like once every couple of months?
Well, I'm hoping. Like I've not really said it to anybody, but
yeah.
This is the first time I've ever really mentioned it. To be fair, like I haven't told most people. I've told like close friends and family, but I'm applying for the pro after this fight, no matter what.
Yeah.
If they turn me away, I think that'll be me.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's quite hard to admit. I say that, but it might just be because of frustration if it keep getting pushed back. But the thing is with me, I'm 32. I've got 2 kids.
Well, I think you should. Yeah, you're fighting next Saturday. Yeah, it is hard, isn't it?
If they do the 12 fights, so basically what happened is when I wanted to originally turn pro, I had the accident. I broke my leg. Mm-hmm. That were in January, and then in April they changed the rules and they said you had to have a couple of amateur fights. So I had the 2 fights that they asked. I had the 2, then they said it had to be more, it had to be 5.
I don't know why it's changed so much.
Now it'll have to be 5, and then they're apparently doing 12. So
I don't know why it's changed so much.
So for me, what's for them to, when I get to 12, what's for them to change again? They've changed 3 times in this year, so what about if I have these 12 fights, and then they're like, you're too old to turn over pro now?
Yeah.
And I've just done all that, and I've had all that brain trauma.
What I think you should do is, I think you should have a few more, not just one more, push yourself, and if it still don't go through, then that's your choice what you do
This
next.
is the thing I always say, is that I'm going to apply, but again, if I knew it were 12, if I knew there were a benchmark for the 12, right?
But they might change.
I know it'd be too much. It'd be just too much because I wanted to come back after I had a few years off. I wanted to have minimum 10 fights, 5 amateurs, 5 pros. Maybe try and jump a ladder in somewhere and see where I'm capable of before I retired.
Yeah.
I'd have had to have 12 amateurs before I even started the pro career.
And then you've got to do your pro license. You've got to wait for a date. It's a lot,
months,
mate.
And then you're not fighting as regular pros.
Oh yeah, nowhere near as regular.
So I'm like talking then. Even at max, you're getting 3 pro fights a year.
I know.
So that's
your choice, isn't it, mate? At the end of the day, if you want to, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever stop competing. I've literally had this conversation with my dad this morning. Because my dad said, "What would you do?" Because I need to be doing something, mate. I've always got to be competing. I've fought in that many different martial arts, and I don't know if I'd go back to grappling, if I'd jump in and do a Thai boxing. I'd always be doing something, competing. I'd end up running an Ironman or something. But as it stands, I don't know if it's because I've had quite a busy year to what I normally do, because I was nothing like you, mate, like how dedicated you are and stuff. Again, I spoke speaking to my dad this morning, like how fast you've improved from when I used to train you anyway.
I know, mental, innit?
Yeah, I mean, you're piecing me up in sparring over days.
I'm not like trying to blow my own trumpet, but I do put it in. Do you know what
There's
I mean?
no
Like,
your
proper put it in.
dedication level is coming back in massive reward.
Yeah, I know.
So whereas I used to fight, I'd fight, and then it was a sort of an age where no one really were doing it.
Yeah.
They're like now, a lot of people do it though for Facebook, which again,
100%.
again,
Loads of people.
Again,
do.
you're not that person, but as Facebook were just starting, I was having my first fight.
Yeah.
I didn't care about
You-
Facebook. I
you
didn't care
did it for
about
the
profile
love.
pictures.
Yeah.
I used to go and people do it for money as well. I used to fight. I used to walk off without my purse. And I used to have to send it from Liverpool. They used to be like, "You've left your cash
I
again."
know.
I fought because I loved it, and
I love it.
I've
mate.
never
I
done it.
absolutely love it.
I took that one on a day's notice, like earlier this year. I didn't put it on Facebook at all. I'm not even bothered.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm there because I love competing.
It's like me, mate. I absolutely,
Yeah.
I love it. Do you know what I mean? Even if they want no social media or stuff. For me, it's
You
a
still
training.
box.
Of course I would.
You
Like,
still box. That's the thing.
even you know my dad quite well. Me and my dad, the amount of sessions we've put in behind closed doors, like yesterday, like no cameras, no nothing. I just absolutely
Yeah.
put the work in. Friday, Saturday nights, going out running, getting my earphones in. I do it because I love it, and I love the training, and I feel like I've not achieved nowhere near what I want to achieve yet at all.
But how much sacrifice is involved? Like for me, is what I was saying is that
Yeah.
I were fighting and then I were having 3 months off. Unless I had a fight set up, I wouldn't even fight. Like,
Yeah,
I swear to God, and
yeah.
I wish I didn't. I wish I look back and you have regrets. I've always had good businesses going on, successful businesses. Always been love the PT side of it. Always had big ambitions at whichever career path I've chosen. I'm very much impulsive. If something comes up, I like to chase that. I want to be an MMA fighter. No, I'm going to do boxing now. And I've always sort of been like that. Whereas you've fully 100% dedicated to the sport. And I've always said to everyone, I think you can go as far as.
That's a
as far
plan,
as you
mate.
wanna
Yeah,
take
mate,
it.
I'll have a fight. When do I box? I box a week today. I'll be back running Sunday morning.
Yeah.
100%.
This is probably the first year I've ever actually done this. Done
Yeah,
that
consistent.
same.
Yeah.
And I've not been. It's most I've been, and probably less I've been doing social media lately because. Again, I've not really mentioned anyone to this. Like, I don't want it to come off bad. Like,
Yeah.
I've not been motivated for this one. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like you should have to be motivated to fight. Like, and Usyk even put one on to it because I keep
I know
saying
what
it as
you
a
mean,
joke.
discipline.
There's no. I wake up in the morning, no motivation, only discipline.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? It's
But
so
it is.
true.
I come back off my holiday.
So true.
And I thought, I just know I need to get this fight in. I
Yeah,
want to get this fight in. Bit of closure on whatever it may be. I know I definitely still wait for. Again, this is just what's on my mind right now. I know when I fight me, I'll have a couple of weeks over Christmas. I'll be dying to get back in.
Yeah.
And then I'll think I might as
You
well
have
carry
your
on.
highs and your lows, mate.
Yeah.
Mate. I've had like, even though I've lost 7 times, still a fair few times. You know what I mean, mate? I've had so many lows, like not even just that, sparring and stuff, like roaring my eyes out, and you've just got to get through it. Do you know what I mean? That I say to Kieran Farrell, though.
Yeah.
My dad always says it to me. He says you've got to stick in the game.
Yeah.
If you don't stick in the game, you won't make it nowhere. Do you know what I mean? So even on the tough days, I even say to my clients if they've had a bad spar. Or stuff like that, you've got to stick in the game. No matter what, it does get better.
Do you ever think when people see us as well? Like if any of your clients sparred you.
Yeah.
Oh, and sometimes they can be a bit like, oh, there's no point. And obviously we go easy on them anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's also a weird one because you feel like saying, look, mate, I'm going easy on you. I know that you feel like I'm not, but I'd love for them to see how many times I'd took beatings in past, and how many times I had to keep turning up. Especially when I was doing MMA, when I was a 17-year-old kid, and all the gyms had full-grown men, and I was fighting full-grown men.
I know.
Honestly, the amount of beatings I took.
Don't understand, do they?
No, and that made me tough as well.
I
Again, when you first spar and you're getting. Remember when I was boxing SYD when I was younger?
No,
and I was getting sparred and you get aggressive, like, tears in the eyes.
Mate, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not just saying that. It's because I cry sometimes because I get so emotional thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's not because like I'm upset. That's because I want it. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I still get like that now. Like if I go on a run, so Wade he don't like people running before fights. No, obviously don't change anything fight week, do you? But he knows how my head is, so he's like, I need to keep my brain on it, mate. So even if I'm going to walk or I'm going to run, and I listen to some motivational things, honestly, I could burst to tears. But again, it's because I'm not scared to lose, me. I just
Like
want
Mike
to win.
Tyson, you see Mike Tyson's
Yeah.
scariest man in the world,
Yeah.
crying before
Yeah.
my first ever fight, like we talked about then. I remember walking dog on my 20th of May 2000. Mate, I know what fight dates, mate, in my head. 20th of May 2022, when it was my first fight, first unlicensed fight. And I was so nervous, started walking dog round block, I started crying my eyes out, because like you want it that bad.
It's,
Obviously now I'm experienced, I'm not as,
Yeah.
I've had, even though I'm not the most experienced, I've had 19 fights, I know how to deal with it now. Do you know what I mean? But
you
don't
correct
understand.
everything all the time, but everything's a correction phase. Like with Caden with this, like Caden, such like we both train Caden.
Yeah, good
What
lad.
a talent he is!
He's a
Like
very good
I don't know if he'll
talent,
watch this, but he better do now.
Yeah,
but such a talent. But again, like his first fight, consumed by that adrenaline dump.
Knackered, I
And
know,
it
yeah.
don't matter how good you are. Don't matter. Sometimes once that gets you, it's like someone's took your batteries out your back. And I try to explain this to people. I try to make it as clear as possible for that first fight when you train people. I know you'll do the same yourself. You can relate to it because you've been there that many times.
Yeah,
So you can
that's
say,
it,
look, this is normal. Expect to feel like this.
Yeah.
This is what I want you
But
to do
you
if this
can't help
happens.
him though.
Yeah.
You can't help
No.
him.
Can you
That's
like-
where it's fight or flight. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
You can give him all the talk.
Yeah.
Like Holmes is one of the best for it. Honestly, Holmes, I'll have a fight and I'll just feel so chilled.
Yeah.
But you're the one that's stepping in the ring. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
A couple of my losses, I've just frozen. I've been that nervous,
Yeah.
near the start when I first started boxing.
Yep.
But you can prepare them all you want mentally. Prepare them, message them every day, tell them. But it's completely it's different, mate.
The thing is as well. Obviously, he's had another fight since a fight at night. Wow, what a fight! Like
I didn't.
Jesus
I
Christ,
wish
mate.
I
If he'd have fought like that, the other lad wouldn't have made it out first round.
Yeah.
He was that good. He was that much of a different improvement.
I've
He was
seen
unbelievable.
highlights, mate. It looks class.
Absolutely, to be there.
You're about Caden, aren't we?
Yeah.
Look class.
To be there, like what a performance! Like proud as out of him to be like that.
Yeah.
But on the other side of this, right? So, you know yourself. You can have a spy, you can have an off day. You could have I don't know. Human body's weird, and sometimes you feel super fit, and then you come in and you have to do a circuit, and you're dead straight away.
Yeah.
Only takes that to drop that day on your fight day.
Yeah, I know.
Don't it? Only takes that day.
100% so true. You can just have one bad off day,
Yeah.
like everyone loses.
Anything, the fuel for your body, you could have caught a cold that you were unaware of. You
might just walk in the ring and you just might feel completely flat. Like it happens. It genuinely
Mate, how many
does
times
happen.
you have an off sparring session?
Loads.
Yeah.
No one's amazing at spar. Obviously, people can stay consistent, and I feel like I used to be so inconsistent. Me, one good spar, one bad spar, one good. But now I'm starting to get that consistency. But like, what were we talking about?
I've lost what we said. So what I was saying for the fights. So for me, I was going to say then styles make fights.
Yeah.
Styles make fights as well. So like we were just saying there is, you're not inconsistent about your sparring, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what we're on about. Yeah. And
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no. So inconsistent with sparring. Same with, again, energy levels. So I'm one of them, me as well. I always stick. I can remember once I dieted for 10 weeks, and then I ate a pizza. Night after my weigh-ins, mate. This what day before weigh-ins, and I were in cage. I nearly threw up in cage, and I could taste margarita pizza. Yeah. And I ain't done that since. Yeah. I've just done 10 weeks. That was the longest diet I'd ever done in my life for the fight.
What weight you fighting at next?
I fought at 62 then, but this is I'm fighting at 67 next Saturday.
Oh, yeah, 67.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 3 kilos.
Hey, I didn't mean to though. Like so, I said I want to be at 65.
I don't know if them weights are changing, in amateurs now.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. There might be, but I'm not too sure.
Well, they're putting in 5 kg.
I think they're putting him in 3. Well, I've had 5, and then the other week I had 3. So
it's changed the rules that many times, don't they? But so I entered that developments under 67 kilo.
I've entered them before under 67, yeah.
And I weighed in like 65.5.
I entered. I entered the 67 kilo one last year in a rematch with a kid that I beat. Yeah. And I weighed the exact same 65.5 and two underweight. Do you know what it is? Yeah. On fight day when you're so nervous, you can eat as much as you want. You don't put it on when you're nervous.
Yeah, and the thing I'm so scared then to eat out as well in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, like,
before you weigh.
Yeah. Even though I know I weigh under.
You get on scales and you're like.
You're always lighter, aren't you?
I know,
you're always lighter.
I know. I once boxed in West Wivenshaw in Manchester.
Yeah.
I boxed a lad, a good lad actually, good national finalist, and the fight were at 57 kilo. Yeah. And I was like 59, and I thought, wow, I need to drop weight, because I was panicking. It was like my sixth fight, and I weighed in at 54.8 or 55, and he was like 57.9. I had like 3.5 kilo on me,
Gosh.
just because of like nerves and
Did
like.
you still
panic,
take the
don't you?
fight?
Yeah, I still took the
Because
fight. Yeah.
there's a 2 kg. Is there 2
Absolutely
kg allowance?
smoked him as well.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely boxed his head off.
I can remember. That's when I fought. What's it called? Ishmael. Do you know the first
Ishmael
one?
Khan,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when I fought him, so I went at 68, and when I see the size of him, I was in my weight, but apparently either way I didn't like 70 kg. I didn't realise there were 2 kg weight allowance.
Yeah,
I was
you can weigh in every
68.5.
week, you know.
So we could have been 70.5.
You know your fight 67 kilo
Yeah.
next week. You can weigh in 69
I
kilo.
know.
I know. Mental that, innit?
Yeah, but I didn't know this, mate.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
fighting these lads, mate. And I just said,
Massive.
So I said to him, that's why I said to Paul from Golden Team, I said, look, mate, I said, you might as well put me at 65 kilo because I
Yeah.
can be up to
You
67.
reckon you can make 65?
Well, I know I can.
Can you, yeah?
Yeah, well, I fought at
What,
the
day of
tournament,
weigh-ins?
65, yeah.
I wonder
Mate,
what I
that's
could
the
make.
best
I
that-
reckon, I
swear.
could make 67 kilo.
I made
mate.
65 2 weeks. Actually, no. Yeah, so I fought on the Golden Team show, Hare Hills show,
Yeah.
which I'm fighting on next Saturday.
Yeah, is that same place?
Yeah, when I fought on that one last time, again I weighed in, but I went in and I got told it was 65, and I went in it was 66. So that could have been 60.
I've
I was
only ever
65.
weighed in once overweight
Have you?
against my best pal. Do you know Callum Northedge?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, sparred one of my best mates at the minute. One of my best mates. He's had 52 fights, and that's the only time I weighed in overweight. So I were at home and I checked my weight and I was fine.
Yeah.
And then I got there, I was 60.7, and you had to, in the championships you've got to be under.
Yeah,
You can't have
yeah,
that
yeah.
allowance. And I remember outside, all I had 3 hoodies on, sweatsuit on, and I'm skipping.
Day
And
at
I
weigh-in.
boxed him about an hour 15 minutes later. Awful that, mate. I was dry as hell. Awful.
So obviously, because how far up card would you fight then in amateurs? Because
Middle me, because I had Edgards on that.
I've been
and
main
I-
event every amateur,
that's
every
'cause-
amateur apart
that's
from
'cause
tournament
that's
because I'm
'cause you're
old.
senior, yeah. Because you're
You
31.
can say it.
That's
You can
why.
say it, bro. 32, mate.
Well, I will be next year, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm a senior. That's
Yeah.
mad. That I was saying to my dad the other day, I could turn pro now. Do you know what I mean? Mental.
Lucky
that.
you, mate. I haven't got
Mental.
the
I
time,
can't turn
mate.
pro
I'm
with
against,
these arms.
Yeah,
can I?
no.
No, definitely
I'm
not.
against Father Time at the minute.
Yeah.
I don't know, when we sparred other day, first thing I noticed were your arms when you walked in.
You think?
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's
Swear to God,
Brand's
mate.
S&C, that,
Big
mate.
top don't do you no good,
No,
mate.
oversized,
yeah.
that's why, yeah.
What did you have on when you come in the other day? Was it a tight top or was it a vest?
Might have been a tight top to look.
Because I can remember when he first come in and we sparred. What sparred before that? How long ago? 4 or 5 months
July.
before?
It was for my
Was it?
fight that got cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we were doing tech stuff, and I thought, yeah, I've still got power edge on him. And then when you come in and you look thicker, and I was like, and then
Starting
You-
to gain my man strength just a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
now.
definitely.
Only a little bit.
Definitely.
I still feel like I've got like ages to
Yeah.
go yet. Do you know what I mean?
well,
But
again, because it's just your IQ and that as well. I wondered about it to my dad this morning as well. Again, I've been talking to him about it all morning.
yeah.
I was just laughing because I said I had like my own game plan, and I knew Wayne he couldn't watch me.
I wish Wayne and Holmes would have been there.
I do,
not
mate.
'cause of, like,
It definitely changed how I boxed because I thought I was going to do exactly the same. So when we tech sparred, it's a funny conversation, isn't it? But
Yeah.
when we tech sparred, so I were very active with lead hand, and I
Yeah.
kept stabbing you back into ropes.
Yeah.
So I thought, and you said, right, we're at 100% spar. I thought, well, I'm going to try
He
and
tried killing me as well.
I thought,
Mate,
I
absolutely
thought,
tried killing me.
mate, I thought I'm going to joust him back with his double jab to the stomach, and as soon as I faked it head, first punch on it, went to fake to the stomach. You step back and whack me straight on
Did
top
I?
of
I
head,
don't
mate.
know, I don't
Full
know.
on fuzzed me head, first punch, right? And before I thought, I don't think he's quite got that
Do you think
power.
the power's improved?
Mate, that's the hardest you've hit me by
think?
by a landslide. First punch, you fuzzed me head straight away.
I've had 19 fights if I only stopped one person.
Hey, honestly,
Shocking
mate,
that,
big
innit?
gloves and all. I don't know if because you probably hit me on cabbage, patch it back,
Yeah.
boom, or first one, fake jab. And there's just, again, IQ from time and how you sort of picked up from what I did, like
Yeah.
the things that I like to do.
Yeah.
So I thought, I didn't even correct it because I thought obviously it was completely different when you text bar, but
Yeah.
I thought what I was doing had been enough, but just a bit more aggressive and forward. That it'd have been made it ultra competitive, but I come out and did sort of like same thing as I tried it last time, and you'd make all adjustments, and I just
Yeah.
felt like
I feel like that's
tough spar for me, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I feel like now I'm getting a bit more experience. What I'm starting to do is in fights, what I do is my style would just stay the same. Now I'm starting to pick up on little things when
You've
I'm
got to be like a
sparring.
chameleon, mate, and
Yeah, like
adapt.
3-2s, but you've got to adapt fast. You've got to see where they're reacting, what they're doing, and I feel like I'm starting to get that now. Do you know what I mean? I'm analysing as I'm sparring.
Do you think holding pads and that improves how much you analyse and break down the game? You wouldn't think, you might not know this, right? But you think
not for myself, but when I watch coaches, mate.
But listen here. So every little tweak you'll notice. Have you ever been on pads and someone throws a shot and you go? Misses
yeah,
it?
well, I've done a few times. Yeah.
I mean, I do different pads too, but when I've done some, and I can see when they've thrown a shot, I'll say uppercut hook, and they'll put a cross on end, and I've gone woof.
That's happened. Yeah.
I think you're constantly recognising and analysing how the body works.
You've always got to get a technique right, haven't you? So if someone flares up an elbow, tuck your elbow in.
You're constantly saying, you've got a gap here, you've got a gap here.
But I don't know if that helps me when I'm boxing, you know.
I just think over the timing and everything, picking up. I think you pick up tells quick because you're looking for them.
You do on pads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pick up tells fast, so that's how I feel like it transfers over. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying as if I were training for a boxing match, I think you should go on pads more. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like it's there's a little bit of advantage in it because
people have certain like.
I think you find it quick though. You find how far people step. You find when they throw shots because you're looking to be a critique for them, aren't you? So you're saying every time you throw a jab, mate, you're dropping your right hand.
Habits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Habits.
But you straight away you go, don't do this. So then when I'm sparring someone,
you start to.
As soon as they're throwing, I'm like, I'm looking at their mistakes. So I've always thought that. Again, it's nice.
That's something I'm starting to get better at. That's like what I'm starting to get better at. If I notice an habit,
you've been a pad man though?
Yeah, maybe it might be. Yeah. Now I'm starting to notice habits, and that I'm starting to capitalise on it, and I feel like my IQ was getting better. Yeah.
Sick. And what made you go down having your own gym route? Is it, or were you going to go college and do what else, or is boxing just been plan A, plan B, plan C, plan C?
Plan A, plan B, plan C. Yeah. So when I was in year 11, 2023, I were in year 11. I started PTing. Yeah. And when we used to be at the gym and that, I used to think, you know what, I'm all right. That's how I met my sponsor, Ben Williams. Remember when I did
spoke to Ben over there,
yeah, good lad, really good lad, supports me a lot.
Shout out to Ben.
Yeah, shout out, mate. And I feel like I've always been good on the pads, even when I was like 12, 13, you know, when I help in the kids' classes.
Took my dad on that, didn't you, and everything? You got ace, mate. You were definitely...
I took your dad on when I was like 13. Yeah. And I thought in 2023, it was summer holidays, of going into year 11, I thought, I'm not doing it. Why don't I start? So I started in my back garden. I was 15 year old, and obviously I was training with Kieran Farrell at the time. And Kieran, he's one of the best, mate.
Yeah. Different levels.
Different level, mate. He's very good pad man. Same as Chris Williams in Liverpool that I've been going to. And I started in my back garden, and clientele started like slowly but surely. And then obviously my dad's been pals with Brad Foster, Brad. At Unique Fitness, so he offered me the job there to do a bit of PT in there and stuff. And throughout all of school, I'd go to school, I'd come home with PT, and then I'd train. It's a lot. I still do it now.
Yeah, it's nice.
Give it a few years, mate, and my hands are going to be fucked.
Yeah, arthritis, mate.
Yeah, that's it. And then after I finished school, it's all I wanted to do. I hadn't gone to college. Just done my apprenticeship with Brad. Got my level 3 personal training course. Got my first aid. And then obviously Brad shut down the gym.
Who did you do your course with?
I did it with Fit UK in Batley. Yeah, have you heard of him?
Should have done it with me.
Yeah, I should have done.
Nice, cool, mate.
And Brad decided to close the gym for various reasons and that. And then I said to me and my dad were like, what are we going to do? Do you know what I mean? What are we going to do? But I've built that.
Is your dad in it with you then, or is it just
my dad's in it with me, is in the business side.
Yeah.
But he ain't got his PT qualifications and stuff like that. Yeah. But obviously he helps me out massively with the business side because he's got his own company, plastering 100%. Company. And then I've built the clientele over the last few years. Like, I've been doing it nearly 3 years now. Like that, boom.
Mad, isn't it?
I built a good clientele, and I thought, I didn't expect to have my own gym at 18.
Mate, you're busy though as well. But
I'm mega busy.
Do you know what it's for me? Like people take it for granted when people come in. Like getting a PT's or a coach is a luxury.
I know.
Especially in this day and age, mate. For prices, like, we can't charge too cheap, otherwise it's worth your time.
I know.
Wear and tear on your body over time, especially when you're an athlete yourself. But I just feel like I forgot where I was going with that, to be honest, mate, as well. PT's a luxury.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like how you treat your clients. So the time I see you put into them,
Yeah. I put
right?
a lot of time.
That's what
Started
keeps
off-
the that's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
when our good mates. That's what
yeah.
keeps them coming back.
I know.
And I think people that's what I'm getting at is that they take it for granted. If someone comes in because they know them, so
Yeah.
they might be trying to help them out. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll send my kids to you, or I'll come have a couple of sessions when they first start.
Yeah.
And then they have a couple of sessions where they're interested, and the next ones they're off on the fucking phone, or like,
Yeah, I
you know what I
know.
mean?
I
Like for
know.
me, there's some bad PTs as well.
There is, mate.
I've been at this is my fourth time. I've been at 4 different gyms now.
Yeah.
And during that time, PTs that have come and gone, and they wonder why they ain't got clients, or they wonder why they're not busy.
I know.
And there's no content, no nothing. Like before, they never used to with me. Mine were just like, sort of time in the game. But now, like I said, with your videos.
I'm smashing out the content now. Thing with me is what doesn't separate me because all PTs are motivated. But like we talk about with my boxing now, I'm so motivated and I love it, and I love the training. I love helping people out, mate. Like, like with Caden, obviously you've helped a lot, but from when he first came with me, not just me, because you helped him out loads, mate. He trains with both of us. To now, how he's flowing.
Yeah, 100%.
Not just him, like people that have never boxed before to doing combinations and.
Mate, getting people from never boxing their life to getting in ring, like what
Mental.
an achievement!
Yeah.
What a reward!
Yeah, you don't need a fight, do you?
Yeah, no, I love that, mate. Like it's
class. It's really class. It's my fault. Like I love it, mate.
But I think you've got to be like that. I think
If you don't love it, then you're not going to get no clientele because you've got no passion for it. I started at 5 this morning, got a few hours break, and then I don't finish till 9 tonight.
Yeah.
But it is hard with me training and that, mate. I'm going to have to sort it out when I turn pro.
Yeah, I'm still to this day, mate. I did 13 sessions Thursday.
It's
I
a
did
lot,
12 sessions Wednesday, 13 sessions
You
Tuesday.
come home and you're absolutely ghost, aren't you? Absolutely
dead,
shattered.
Mate. Just your arms, like I trained with Neil, and then I had an heavyweight on pads straight after. Made me elbows and that. I thought, have I done this? I've done it for like 17 years.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've been, like I said, I've been PT in 2.5 years, but most of my clients are box. I've still got a few that are normal PTs.
Yeah.
But obviously you do normal PTs,
don't
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
only a few
not many. But what I love about yours as well is you're not when you sell advertising for PTs, right?
Yeah.
It's purely content based, right? So what you're not doing is it's not videos of you doing something, doing PTs. It's videos of what you're doing for someone else.
Yeah, the progress.
And I've had this conversation 100 times with people who are starting out PTs come to me. They ask me for help. How can I boost my client base up? And I said, like, people appreciate the passion that you've got in your own career.
Yeah.
But posting pictures of yourself with thingy, or like, it's not like going, come train with me.
Yeah.
Like, the proofs in the product. So what you're doing and you're showing them, this is how much I've improved. Like how much they're doing on pads and the work you're putting in with them. Like, I think that's what.
I feel like my career helps as well. Not only a little bit. If people are being trained by a good boxer who's, I'm not saying I'm popular, but who's got a good following, popular, sells tickets.
But that sells itself.
Yeah, like me on the pads. Like if you see me nice and sharp on the pads, they're gonna think, wow, I want to be like him. Not in a.
But on back of that, would you? So again, I think that's awesome because people see the quality of that. Love that. But would you advertise for PTs on back of your own pad video?
No, not really. No, never.
I mean, you could, mate. Like
you could, but I feel like that's a bit.
For me, and this might not. I think it goes both ways. I think people already appreciate how good you are, and all your videos, and people just you getting on with your own thing. But then, all your advertising videos are, here's how I can help you.
Yeah,
I think people like getting. Not everyone wants to be a pro boxer.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
It works for both ways, really, because holding pads for people, showing their progress, but then
100%.
a lot of kids want to not be like me, but as in they want, wow, I want to look 100%, like him.
100%, and I think it's slightly different. It's slightly different with boxing, whereas if you get like people who do bodybuilding and they're posting pictures in pants with muscles, and then they're like, "Come coaching me," like straight away, you're like, "Well, I don't want to be that."
Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go pick my kids up, bro. So on that, can you just tell everybody? Where to find you on social media, whereabouts your new gym is, if you want to do your class timetable, whatever.
Social media, maxclark.14, drop us a follow, and then obviously I've opened up my own boxing club in Normanton, Clark's Boxing Academy. You can find it on Instagram and Facebook, And yeah, I'm mega busy with work at the minute, like with one-to-ones and group classes and stuff like that. But
Are you still taking any more on, Max, as well?
yeah,
You wanna-
I'm still taking on the group classes at the minute. I booked up, but obviously I post a lot on my story, so if spaces are available, I will be posting it on my story.
Would you open any more classes if demand were high enough?
Not at the minute, no.
Not at the minute.
Not
no.
at the minute,
Yeah.
no. Just keep it as it is for the group classes. But yeah, just opened up my own boxing club. So if anyone wants to come down, Normanton, give it a try. Drop me a message, and yeah, I'll get you in for a PT, a class, whatever.
Cheers for that, mate.
Top
So
man.
I could talk to you forever, mate, but we'll close it at that. Thank
No
you,
worries.
everybody.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for watching. Remember, like, subscribe. Boys!